It's the last day of my tour around the Dachstein mountain on a mountain bike, and after a night in perhaps the unfriendliest hotel in Austria found halfway up the mountain above Annaberg, my final day starts with a tarmac cruise down to the valley. This is the cycling equivalent of a post-breakfast nap. Even the early drizzle can't dampen my spirits this morning. Down in the valley, the descent continues in a foresty area by a rushing stream, autumn leaves, puddles, and small timber industry cottages. But you know what they say, what goes down must go up again. Still on metalled roads with the autumn sun breaking slowly through, I head back up towards the clouds. Finally, we're getting nearer the top. Well, it's day 3. It's the final day. I was expecting rain, and instead I've got glorious sunshine and a view of the snowy Dachstein peak. You can hardly see it behind kind of a few clouds, but I can see the glorious glacier. Even if the forecast says bad weather is ahead, just get on your bike and ride, because you never know. That's my wisdom I learned here on the Dachsteinrunde mountain bike ride. Having imparted that incredible nugget of wisdom, it's time for a descent. Winding, untechnical, but delicious. And quite steep for a forest gravel trail, which all gives my rain-drenched brakes a little bit of a challenge. Near Russbach there are apple orchards and juicy meadows, rural Austria at its most appealing, and then a straight path near the local stream takes us up towards Gosau with the mighty Dachstein in the view straight ahead. Past the famous tourist hotspot, the Gosau Lake. And then up again, climbing for one last time on this 3-day tour, up towards the Hohe Scheibe. There are little descents on the way. And once again, the clouds are closing in. So I've reached the very highest point of my tour, and I've only got now a downhill plunge through the mist, as you can see, to the Hallstatter Lake, this beautiful lake that is kind of the destination of my entire Dachstein tour. So it's been wonderful. I'm going to put on something a bit warmer. I'm going to let a little air out of my towers for the downhill descent, and then let's go. It's been surprisingly wonderful given the weather forecast. Then it's time to go back down again for one last time, and I warn you, this is going to be a long and rather bumpy descent. Don't worry, we're getting to the lake soon, I promise. I love the way that the clouds just play with the forests and the mountains of this gorgeous Salzkammergut region. The greenery is ever more vivid as we approach the lake. At some speed. And there are ancient tunnels, probably hundreds of years old, as we get closer and closer to the banks of the Hallstatt Lake. On the banks, at the opposite side of Hallstatt town, there's a specially built bike path that hangs off the cliffs. It's really gorgeous in this explosion of colour that autumn brings every year. A little treat for the end of a long ride.